Hello, basketball and hockey fans. My name is David. I thought I would present this video starting on the morning of Saturday, 17th of December, 2022, 7:19, North American Eastern Time. What I would do is just have a recap of, a brief one of the Raptors' most recent loss was against the Brooklyn Nets. You can see these Raptors are dropping fast. Now in 10th in the Eastern Conference, things definitely don't look too good. Loads of defensive miscues, 3-pointers not coming as easily. It's not good for the Raps. Like I know on Twitter there's like a very popular hashtag called "We the North." I'd say maybe they will become more popular, no less popular than that. We the South, because the Raptors' play was just not good. Enough on basketball. I'm now going to go to hockey and how. So move things over a little bit there. So now I'm going to go to the NHL standings. See where the various Canadian teams are. Indeed, the only one in action was the Flames. But when you look at the Leafs, doing pretty good. Let's just. Excuse me whilst I do this. I'm just going to try here. I'm going to try to get this to work. I'm very sorry for technical difficulties. Just trying to get this to work here, and I'm trying to think this don't work. Alright, so sometimes you think this to take a long time to work here. So excuse me whilst I work through the technical difficulties here. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to do this here. Alright. Whilst I wait for things to upload or to download, that I would do. Basically mention, I watched the post-game conference of Daryl Sutter, and when it comes to making mistakes to, not making it in the first place, well, yeah. There are lots of mistakes made. I watched Sportsnet Central's post-game coverage, the news conference, the post-game comments made by Daryl Sutter, head coach of the Flames. Yeah, these things are not good. So what I'm going to do is to see if things have been fixed, and apparently they are. So I'm going to look at how various Canadian teams have been doing. Look at the Leafs, and pretty good. The Habs are kind of fading a little bit. They're 5 points out of a wild card spot. The Senators just one more point out than the Habs, and now we go to the Jets in second place in the Central, and we look at the Flames, and the Flame squad is lucky to not be lower than third. Oh my goodness. Lack of scoring, untimely turnovers, you name it. These Flames have been through it all. And yeah, there's a supposedly easy game. Alright, so now they're going to go to alright, sorry that. Just give me a moment here. So this is supposedly easy game. Well, nope. They do suck. And I say more in my own response about the The take made last week on Sportsnet pregame coverage of the Flames, and by contrast, look at, well, the loss by the Leafs of their own game on Broadway against the Rangers. And there's one unmistakable conclusion. The Flames just suck. I don't know what's going on here, but there's no doubt that the Leafs will have to play a lot better against Ovi and the Capitals at Capital One Arena later on Saturday Eastern Time than they did on Broadway against the Rangers. Yeah, there's no more excuses. The Leafs need to put. Let's look at a very interesting claim made. Let's go this Flames PR machine tweet. Rear view mirror thing. I think there was that interesting tweet there. And I think that absolutely, there's no doubt. And put in the rear view mirror, yeah. In the rear view mirror. This is my own take. Alright. Oh. Alright. This is. Put in the rearview mirror. Well, Leafs have hope. I'm more confident the Leafs are going to see playoff action in 2023 than the Flames. The question is whether the Oilers will continue to, at least, at the very worst, remain in a wild card spot. But standing still isn't exactly good. So it's very interesting. It's fun to follow all these teams, all these Canadian teams, see where they're going to go. But when it comes to the Oilers, I've got more confidence between them and the Flames among Alberta teams of there being playoff action. Just how far the Oilers will get, who knows? But again, it's going to be interesting to find out if even one Canadian NHL team will make it past the opening round. And not since 2018-19 season has even one Canadian team failed to win a playoff series. Well, there's been at least one that has won a playoff series or more. Will this season be a break of that streak? It's hard to know. Last season, the Leafs ended up losing their first round series. The Flames and Oilers won theirs and got to face each other, thus guaranteeing a Canadian conference finalist. Will that happen this season? Hard to know, but I'm not as confident. Maybe a bit more of the Oilers than the Flames. The Flames don't seem to have their crap together, and it's shown over and over again. These big name acquisitions. Jonathan Huberdeau on the wing, Mackenzie Weegar on defense, Nazem Kadri in the middle. Who would have thought? And yet, when it comes to point production, there's a lot going on in Flames land that's not so good. Alright, okay. Flames stats. I'm not gonna really compare that to other teams, but let's see on point production. how these Flames are doing. This is from the Flames website. Does any player have at least a point or more?